Ormsby, top Halloween picks. Take one. And action! Are we going to comment on the new sets? Or are we just going to ignore the fact that we spent a lot of money to make this show look better? Just read the script. Exactly as written. Fine. Ormsby here from Cinema Insane, located in the haunted lighthouse of Mastic. Every October I get asked the same question. What are your favorite Halloween films? Even though I watch horror films year-round, there's something special about curling up on the couch with a bowl of stink beetles on Halloween night to enjoy some fearsome features. This is my list, in no particular order, that I'm going to be watching around Halloween. Now, these are just my favorites at this point in time. So if you disagree with my picks, don't be mad at yourself because your taste in films suck. That's not what's on the cue card. That's what's in my heart.
Trick or treat.
I have to admit, I didn't expect much of this film when it came in the mail from Netflix. Most modern horror films are craptastic pieces of crap, topped with more crap. Rob Zombie, I'm looking at you. But this Halloween treat surprised me. I love the non-linear anthology format that makes you want to watch it again and again to see things that you missed the first time. It left me wanting more, and I hope Sam Hain returns in a sequel. Hello, Ormsby here. It's 5 a.m. on Halloween morning, and I just wanted to give you an update on Trick or Treat. When I filmed this, it hadn't been announced yet, but now it has. Trick or Treat 2 will be coming to a theater near you. Mwah-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha! I've been waiting for a sequel.
Horror Express.
This one was a staple of Channel 9 in New York when I was growing up on Long Island in the 1970s and early 1980s. Basically, it's Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee battling an ancient E.T. that can possess people on a train. It's a creepy ride you should buy a ticket for.
Mask of the Red Death.
Out of all the Roger Corman, Vincent Price films, this one is my favorite. Part of the reason that I love it so much is it incorporates one of the best Poe stories, Hop Frog, into the plot. Price, at his sinister best, stars as the satanic Prospero, who tries to hide in his castle with other nobles to avoid the Red Death plague. It also stars the sexy Hazel Court, a favorite actress of mine, who I believe gets overlooked much too often.
Targets.
This one may seem unusual for Halloween pick, but I seem to watch it every year. There are two stories going on. Boris Karloff stars as an aging horror icon by the name of Byron Orlock, who is going to a drive-in premiere of his latest film, after which he'll retire. The other story follows a psychotic man who starts killing people and shows up at the drive-in at the same time that Orlock is there. The ending is poetic, with the classic monster played by Karloff meeting the modern horror of society. This has to be my all-time favorite Boris Karloff film, mostly because he's playing himself in this bittersweet love letter to the great actor. Just watching Karloff tell the story of the appointment in Samara gives me chills to this day.
Lamora, a child's tale of the supernatural.
This is another Channel 9 staple from my childhood, and one of my mother's favorites. The film is a surreal celluloid dream, starring the late Cheryl Lynn Rainbow Smith as the daughter of a mobster who was being raised by a reverend during the late 1920s. Like all good fairy tales, she runs away and falls into a weird world of dark fantasy when she meets a vampire, Lamora. This is a postmodern vampire tale where the traditional vampire roles of good and evil are blurred. I know the ending leaves some people perplexed, but it's because it leaves it up to the viewer to decide if the film is a dream or something more.
Monster Brawl.
I first got to see this film at the Macabre Faire Film Festival. First, if you're looking for character development and a story, you're out of luck. This is a balls to the walls, all-out monster mayhem melee. Just as the title suggests. Yes, it's episodic. Yes, it has no plot, but it's good fun. Get the popcorn and stink beetles and enjoy.
The House That Dripped Blood.
For my money, Amicus made the best anthology films of the 1960s and 1970s. It's hard to pick just one that is my favorite, but I chose The House That Dripped Blood because of the solid tales by Robert Bloch, the fact that it stars Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, and because it has Ingrid Pitt and John, the Third Doctor, Pertwee, in a really cool vampire tale. Vincent Price was originally offered the Pertwee role, but his contract with AIP prevented him from appearing in this movie. Still, if you want scary tales for Halloween, this is your film.
Mad Monster Potty.
This puppet animated film by Racken Bass, who made the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and other Christmas specials, has old Baron Frankenstein, voiced by Karloff, gathering the famous monsters together for a party of monstrous proportions. I love this film. Watching it makes me feel like a little monster again. I even own the toys, as you can see here, that came out last year. And yes, I play with them and reenact scenes from the movie. I'm not too proud to admit that.
Elvira's Haunted Hills.
I've been in love with Elvira since I was 12 years old, and I accidentally found her movie macabre show on a UHF station out of Connecticut in the early 1980s. This movie parodies the Corman Price Poe films and does it well. Elvira financed the film herself so she could keep control without studio interference. She filmed the movie in Romania, which helped keep costs down and made her meager budget look like millions. This film should be seen more often. It's a shame it doesn't show up on cable or the Netflix so people can discover it. Do yourself a favor and pick this one up on the Amazon.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Okay, I know I said these films were in no particular order, but I lied. This is my number one pick for Halloween every year. Not only do you have the comedy of Abbott and Costello, who are played for laughs, but you have the Universal monsters, who are played straight for screams. This was Bela Lugosi's second and last time playing Dracula, his iconic role on screen. If I was stuck on a desert island with Tina Fey and could only pick one movie to bring with me, this would be the film. So, those are my Halloween picks. Please like this video and share it on your social network of choice. Leave me a comment below with what films you like to watch on Halloween. Until next time, stay insane. Frankie, baby, why don't we go out and find a redhead of our own, like Felicia? Redhead's good. I do believe I created a monster.